What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Trinidad MMA back at it again with another video, man. And today we're going over UFC 236. I already did my predictions on Max and Dustin, so make sure to check that out if you haven't checked it out yet. The link will be in the description below. Today we're going over Israel Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum. This is such an anticipated fight, such a good fight, and I cannot wait. Israel Adesanya, probably the hottest newcomer in the UFC right now, and it's even weird to say newcomer because the man has 4 fights in less than a year. Like, it's ridiculous. He had 4 fights in 6 months. You know, UFC fighters fight 2 to 3 times a year, and this man already had 4 fights in 6 months. So it's like, it's crazy to call him a newcomer. But Kelvin Gastelum, on the other hand, he's on a run after he moved from the welterweight division. He's been on a complete storm. He starched Tim Kennedy, beat Jacare, had a very, very close fight against Chris Weidman. He just got caught. He actually dropped Weidman a couple of times in that fight. Then he had an amazing performance against the ex-champion Michael Bisping. He's a Hall of Famer now. Like, come on, man. Like, that's a big win, beating Michael Bisping, knocking him out. Like, come on, man. This is such a great fight, man. This is a tough prediction to make. You know, Dustin and Max was easy for me, but this one is gonna be very hard because a lot of people are on the hype train with Israel Adesanya, and I understand he's a very good fighter. He's one of those fighters that has what do they call it? He's a specialist. He's a specialist, and striking is his specialty, and he's really tearing up the game right now, man. He put on a good performance against Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva actually came to fight and gave him a good fight. Starched Derek Brunson, like, ran through that man. He's a really good fighter, but a lot of people are, you know, forgetting that Kelvin is a fucking beast as well. Like, Kelvin drops almost everybody he fights. Like, every time I watch this dude, win or loss, he's dropping a person. He's putting you on your butt. Like, he has power, dude. He really has power. And Israel has power too. He says what's the point? He doesn't strike with power, he strikes with precision. But if Kelvin hits you, man, you're going down. And, you know, Kelvin's short, yes, but it doesn't matter. He knows how to strike, and he has one of the nastiest 1-2s in the middleweight division. So it's pretty tough to predict this fight, see where it goes. Kelvin also is a good wrestler. He never really uses it, but he comes from a wrestling background. So I feel like if Kelvin wants to win this fight, he should try to take Israel down. Don't stay on the feet too much with him. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect Kelvin, like he can't stand and strike with Israel, but mix it up. Give him something that he wouldn't expect. I don't think Israel would expect Kelvin to take him down. You know, Kelvin really doesn't, you know, try to take people down all the time. But I feel like he should mix it up. Try to take Israel down. We all know what Israel is gonna do. He's just gonna stay there and try to strike and try to finish you on the feet. He has great takedown defense. Derek Brunson couldn't take him down, but Derek Brunson wasn't really in the right state of mind in that fight. I believe Derek lost that fight before he even stepped into the octagon. And this is a very tough fight to predict. But I was recently talking to one of my friends. Shout out to my boy Rex. We were talking about you know, Kelvin size might overwhelm Israel Adesanya. So in this fight, I just feel like Kelvin is a big, wide guy, and his size could be a little overwhelming. Yes, he's shorter, but he's broad. He has that wrestler build, and that could be a great asset in this fight. Israel never went up against anybody like this. Like I said, Kelvin Gastelum also has wrestling. That's what he started off as. He started off as a wrestler. Everybody knows him as a striker now because he drops everybody. He has a nasty 1-2, but the man is a wrestler at heart. So if Kelvin comes in there and mixes it up, it won't surprise me. I still think we haven't seen Israel go up against a good wrestler. Yes, Derek Brunson is a good wrestler, but he actually lost that fight before he even stepped in the octagon. He was so scared, so scary. His mental state of mind wasn't there. So Derek Brunson wrestling wasn't really a factor in that fight. I feel like Kelvin Gastelum is a fucking savage. None of that hype train is gonna, is gonna affect him, because he's just a monster. He just comes out there to fight, and that's what he does. So we'll see if Kelvin tries to take him down. Kelvin's a smart fighter. I hope he mixes it up and not just, tries to just strike with Israel. No disrespect to Kelvin. He's a great striker, but, your background is wrestling. This guy's an elite striker. Mix it up a little bit. Keep him guessing. That's what I would do at least. But we'll see what happens. Israel, of course, has great takedown defense, but in my eyes, he still haven't went up against a great wrestler. Like, if he fought Jacare and he beat Jacare, I'll be like, all right, cool. Even though Jacare don't try to take people down anymore, but it's still like, all right, he was still able to solve a puzzle of like a guy who's deadly on the ground, because Jacare is a great jiu-jitsu practitioner. But if I had to put my money on this fight, I would put it on Israel Adesanya, because his striking is just levels above everybody else. He's so long, and his reach is gonna play a big factor in this fight. Yes, Kelvin is a shorter guy, and I just feel like Israel is better at keeping his opponent at distance. Of course, yes, Kelvin's a great striker. He could, if he uses the DC approach and stays tight, stays very close to his opponent, he can win this fight. But Israel is too smart, too technical, too skilled striking, where he would let that happen. So I see Israel just keeping his distance, picking Kelvin apart, and finishing him in the later rounds, finishing him in like the third or second round by TKO. I don't see Israel knocking him out, because, Israel don't strike with power. He strikes with precision, as he says. And in all his fights, it seems pretty accurate. That's what he does. He strikes with precision. He doesn't go out there and try to wing one-punch knockout. He'll pick you apart, doesn't rush the finish. His movement is incredible. Kelvin's going to give him a good fight. Like I said, Kelvin is dangerous. I'm giving you guys this prediction. Like, if I had to put my money on it, I'll pick Israel. But it's still like, Kelvin is such a freaking monster. He's such a warrior. Like I said, every time I watch this guy, he's putting somebody on their ass. And it's tough to go against Kelvin, man. It's very tough to go against Kelvin. What really pissed me off when Robert Whittaker was injured and the fight was canceled against Robert Whittaker. This man was walking around with Henry Cejudo's belt. Oh, well, if you're in a wrestling match and the man forfeits, I'm the champ now. I was like, Kelvin, come on, man. I was just starting to like really enjoy you, man. Like, you're a good fighter. Don't do this. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you like this, tell me why. Let's have a conversation in the comment section below. If you dislike it, make sure to tell me why, because I want to have a legit conversation with you guys. It's my opinion, it's your opinion. I want to hear your thoughts. So, yeah, man. Make sure to let me know. It's your boy Trader MMA signing out. Peace. Yeah, I want you.